So that's why the damage from a toe step is not as much as this guy is putting out to be. Which brings up his next point that I have a severe problem with.
所以谁要问我说，老师你能实战吗？不能，打不了人，打不了。你打得过谁？我谁也打不过。我害怕，我怕我自个儿。
So here he's saying because of just stepping on a toe and toe explodes, therefore if somebody asks him, can he fight? He said no, I can't fight. If somebody asks him, who can you beat? He will say, I can't beat anyone. It's not because I can't beat anyone, right? It's like fake modesty. It's because I'm scared. And he's saying I'm scared for myself. So what he's actually trying to hint at is that he's so deadly that he's scared to fight with people because he's gonna break their toe and the toe gonna explode, and then he's gonna get into a lawsuit and pay them a lot of money or go to jail. And I absolutely hate that kind of attitude and mentality. Okay, because that is firstly unscientific, the toe don't explode, and secondly using an unscientific misinformation to cover for the fact that he didn't have the balls to accept a challenge. Because all of you who have watched my other video about him on episode 2, you know that Xu Xiaodong, after watching his video on the internet, visited him and offered to exchange hands to have a challenge to see if his technique works. And he refused, okay? But then he turned around and he said, no, his technique works, but it's too deadly to use in a fight or to use in a duel, and therefore you don't want to go to jail, therefore he's not going to fight Xu Xiaodong. And that is a very, very shameless excuse. And it's very visible in all of Chinese martial arts. It's something that people should really eradicate. And if anyone who uses this excuse, you should know that even if the form looks decent, in essence they're a fraud. Because that means they haven't really tested that skill in reality. If you haven't tested it on people, then you're a fraud if you're trying to teach people how to fight. Okay? If this guy teaches people how to do Baji form only, that's perfectly fine. I'll have nothing against it. But he's making these videos showing applications, making claims about exploding people's toe, because he's trying to teach self-defense. But he didn't have the ball to step up to a challenge. Okay? And that's a big problem. That's one of the biggest things I don't like about this person, is his attitude. Saying, oh, no, I can't fight. No, I can't beat anyone. But not because I'm bad, it's because I'm too deadly. I absolutely hate that. Okay? Obviously, I probably can't beat Xu Xiaodong. Not only because he's 10 kilos heavier than me, but also he's better trained and better experienced. So I'm not saying I can do better in his shoes, but if Xu Xiaodong came to me and asked for a duel, I would accept the duel. Even if I lose, I'd rather get knocked out in the ring than never lift my ass off the chair. Because one, I was not as good as him in training, which happens, right? No one can claim to be the best. It's all going to be people you're better at, and the people you're better than, the people you're worse than. That's to be ashamed of. But if you never even got your ass off the chair to accept the challenge, then you lost by cowardice, not by skill. And in my lineage, that is the worst kind of shame to have. To lose in a duel by not being as good, there's no shame to it. But if you chicken out before the duel, then that is unacceptable, at least in my lineage of Wu Xing Tong Bei. And that's essentially what this person is doing. And that's what I don't like about it. And and if you ever meet somebody like this in real life, my recommendation is don't train with them, because they just simply, you can't trust the technique they're teaching you if it has anything to do with reality. Your thought on this?
I had a good laugh of this. So
You had what?
good laugh.
Okay. What? What's funny?
I don't know. I guess I just couldn't take the video seriously. I think that's.
Yeah, if people doing a parody comedy, yeah, but it's not. It's serious.
It's yeah. Well, I couldn't take it seriously. I don't know why, to be honest.
So somebody come and ask me, can you beat Xu Xiaodong? I would say, no, I can't beat Xu Xiaodong, but I can beat you. So if you want to do self-defense, I'm still good enough to teach you. But if you want to beat Xu Xiaodong, then maybe don't come to me for training, because I can't beat him, so I can't be guaranteed that you can beat him after training under me. I think people need to be realistic on their capability. Okay, but if somebody comes to me and say they want to self-defend against random people that might attack them on the street or in a bar, then I will say, sure, I can teach you, because I've been there, done that, and I've won. So I have confidence that if you follow my instruction and my method, you have a good chance against any random person out there. But the point is, you have to be honest with yourself. Okay, I never tell someone I'm too deadly and therefore I can't fight that guy. That is absolutely bogus. Okay, it's just BS at the max level. People should really stop doing trash like that.